Hi folks, Lori and Bob Hollander here. Hope you're doing well tonight. We are here to answer your questions. Tonight though, we had an instance. What are you
I'm
laughing
arguing
at?
because we're going to talk about a conflict that we had a few days ago, and we're having a conflict about how to talk about the conflict just before this came on.
That's right.
So,
We're just like everybody,
yeah,
folks.
okay, so
But we do
yeah,
talk it through.
we
That's
do,
what we do.
yeah.
Okay.
Good. So
So,
we're going
the
to talk
other
about
night,
that. Talk about that. Yeah.
you want to talk about where you were
Yeah,
first?
quickly. I know I can go on and on and on. So we came home from a bar mitzvah, and I had a lot to do. And in the midst of doing these things, you wanted to talk about something on American Idol, and it was just I'm sure a few seconds, but I had to take my beloved doggy out for his run and my
Mhm.
run. Um, and I just did. I wasn't there for you. I said, Lori, that sounds wonderful and great, and I gotta go.
You blew me
I
off.
blew you off
Mm-hmm.
completely. Okay.
Yes.
And now, of course, I'm feeling justified because I'm working around, doing all this stuff, going shopping, doing the laundry, running Archie, doing that, and you're watching American Idol. I thought, all right, this is a good husband. This is a good. So okay, I had a
It's not like I
glitch
do
there. Yeah,
nothing
that's right. But in this moment, it was
in
like,
that moment.
okay, so I came back when I was out. When I was out, I was thinking all she wanted to do was explain something to me, and I didn't beat myself up. I saw I was busy, but I realized what was going on with her, and I thought I'd come back.
Mhm.
And okay, so then you explained.
So let me just go back. In that moment when you blew me off, I felt rejected. I felt like I was reaching out to connect with you. John Gottman calls that a bid for connection
Mhm.
because that's what relationships are, a series of little connections over a lifetime.
Right.
So I was reaching out to share something that I thought you would really appreciate and that we could bond over, and it would have taken 5 seconds.
Right.
And I just felt like you didn't care.
Right. So I'm going to talk about what I did, and then I'm presuming a lot about how you were feeling. But normally I would, say, okay, and I did come to you and said, Lori, we have to talk about this because I felt you were really hurt. And
I
I was
was.
thinking outside, all she just wanted to do was share. So I said, Lori, let's talk about it. We sat down. You were started to talk about just what you said,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided. Normally, I would say okay, and I would empathize, really kind of what they say, work, think, and feel my way into you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, isn't that a great way to put
I
it?
like that.
It's not mine, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway. So I did that, and I thought about what you had said, and then and then I didn't come back and talk about what was going on with me. I just felt, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. We didn't really talk about this. I just felt, you were making the connection about how I hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided when you were talking, I didn't have to even talk about any of my excuses.
Mm-hmm.
I
You just listened.
I just listened. And that was bigger than any excuse I could manufacture. And I wasn't
Right.
manufacturing, but anything I could say,
Right.
I wasn't there. And then I realized what happened, and then I was there.
Right.
And I didn't have to say anything about, I was busy.
I know,
So,
and I understood, but you gave me the opportunity just to share how I felt, and that was the connection.
yeah,
And then I was able to tell you what happened.
right.
So that was just an example of how we work things through. And, when we hold on to these little micro hurts that build up over time,
Mhm.
that's when people get really resentful with each other. We never do that, right, Bob? If I'm upset with Bob, he knows right away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't let that stuff
So
build up.
empathy is so powerful. And frankly, that's the cure for a difficult relationship.
Mhm.
There's times when I need her to really, really be into me and what's
Mhm.
going on. And there's times when you need me to do that for you.
Exactly.
It's
So
problem
that was a gift.
Yeah, it's problematic when both people need it at the same time.
That's right.
So a couple, one couple's got to provide that.
One person in the couple.
I mean, one person of the couple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So send us your questions to info@relationshipswork.com, and we will see you next week. Take care.
Take care.